One of the excuses that Seattle gives for misrepresenting what was done to me, making it a play between nightmarishly gifted and empowered forces in the unions, is that I have done my fair share of humanizing the police department. I went to police studies, I studied police operations, corrections, criminology. Criminal law, made good grades. As a child, I understood what was happening to be part of the police attacking me. So when I did talk to the police to try to help people who were victims of the gang that I was a victim of, they never really came to my defense because they already knew what was going on. It was a theater operation of the number 5 Joyce crowd and University of Pittsburgh's Westmoreland County team. So I understand that authoritarianism has its defects, and when I was arrested for protesting a girl's murder too loudly um, by the cowards on the left. I guess I shouldn't call them cowards because they murder people. Um, they played good cop, bad cop with me psychiatry wise. So, anything I told them, they just twisted. I mean, they said I imagined being kidnapped and tortured as a child. So the psychology department of the people in the Beatles said, oh, we get to scream for more, right? We get to yell, fuck you, like John Lennon. But top secretly, we're slipping all of the cash under the door to the Gestapo. And that's the texture of the weave that Frank Zappa spun as a web over the double cross. So my father was an important man. He was a sailor and an agent, and I was tortured by Penis Gabriel goes around and talks pss, 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 to all the really ratty people he could find from Taylor Aldrich High School. I was tortured by them. I had no one I could talk to about any of it. I couldn't even remember what happened. I was smushed, and it was so evil that I associated being murdered with saying anything to anybody. I couldn't talk. When they used me for a Holocaust survivor psychology program, they used to say the tongue cannot handle the horror. And it turns out that Tive and Fripp were working with a psychiatrist from Attica State Prison who was my neighbors. The tongue cannot handle the horror. The tongue cannot handle the horror. And then they come and say, oh, it's Fluxus. We're the Fluxus investigators, man. The tongue cannot handle the horror. Don't say like Anne Frank. Don't say you hid in your towel closet like Anne Frank. But I don't want to be Buzziana too. Some of the police, I talked to police, they could see I had Parkinson's. I was shaking like a leaf. Shaky comes up to the police station to defend. They knew that Mackenzie Shirella got a bad deal from Strongville. They're not stupid. But what we also know here in Tacoma is that a neurohypnotic nerve agent experimental team named Mackenzie came at her and gobbled her for the East Palestine vinyl solution. Gobbled her. She's a victim. VICTIM. That's what we know here in Tacoma.